Hello there, this is Bick Benedict. We're playing Resident Evil 4 on professional difficulty, and this is my no damage guide for the campaign. We're on chapter 3-3. This chapter, as well as the next chapter 3-4, are very well, I don't know if I should say that they're easy, but they're definitely brief. And chapter 4-1 is looking like it's gonna span somewhere between 25 to 35 minutes. So I did want to talk about a few side tangents during this video, but I won't be glossing over the first encounter here, at least not in the beginning, because it can potentially give people a hard time. So the first thing you're going to do is to come over here to the shooting gallery, shoot the wine glass. That's gonna open the door, and the only way you're going to get out of this cage is to throw a grenade. So you'll throw the grenade, it'll break the lock, and then just run out of the cage. And if you do it quickly enough, the Garrador, the guy with his eyes sewn shut, and those claws, everybody will be just trying to get you through the cage, and their AI doesn't. It doesn't. What am I trying to say? It doesn't figure out how to get out of the cage. It just runs towards you, like you would expect, and it's a nice thing. So, at this point, the only other thing I should say about this part is that once you do take out the Garrador, you'll have a lot of the other black cloaked Illuminatus to take care of, and then that will be the end of this room. It'll be a cleared room. So, somebody pointed out something quite obvious, but still important, and I don't mean to belittle the comment itself, but he was just, the comment was just to inform me that in the first video, I didn't get the shotgun out of the house on camera. However, I did, off camera, I did, like I said in the video, I looted the entire village and got the shotgun. But that is one of the hazards of doing a guide where you're stitching together a lot of footage and editing out all of the looting. So the gentleman was just simply trying to inform me that there was a shotgun in the house in case I missed it, because it wasn't in the course of the video. And it was a reasonable thing to expect. And again, if that particular person is listening, I don't remember who it was, but I did want to point that out because it's something that it's just collateral sometimes that happens. And anyway, so that's that. In the last video, I was mentioning that I randomly went on Twitch, and I should preface it by saying I don't go on Twitch anymore. I went on there for a little bit when I was streaming some of my own stuff, and I followed a couple of people, one of which was the Godfather Dictator, and I got a lot of notifications via email that he was going on, and it's nothing against that guy. It's just that I had to unfollow because of the perpetual emails that I was getting. It was annoying, not the fact that he was going on, but just the fact that I was getting the emails and notifications that I didn't want because I wasn't using the Twitch service anymore. And I don't know if he's going to listen to this video because, quite frankly, I don't know if he subscribes to my channel. I would assume not, but if he does, that would be very flattering to me, because it would basically tell me that he likes my content, even though there's no way in hell he needs it, because when I went on Twitch, he welcomed me, and we just got to talking about Vanquish, and I think somebody else in the comments in his stream was talking about, are you going to continue your guide with Rester? They're doing a Sigma road to victory on Master Ninja through all the difficulties, and he kind of suggested that and I don't know how serious he was, but he was suggesting that he mentor the the player called Rester71. If you want to type in that on YouTube, you'll find the channel and some of the Ninja Gaiden Sigma content where he's mentoring the guy through like telling him how to play. And you know, he told me that if I ever wanted to go back to Vanquish, even though I would be quite rusty if I hadn't played it in a while, he said it. Well, let me talk about this real quick. Just, you're gonna pull that switch, you're gonna come up here, and then you're gonna jump down. The reason to do that is because it's very easy to get overwhelmed by these enemies. There just isn't enough room, but it's completely safe down here. There's just two guys. But he kind of remarked to me that he said something along the lines that the Godfather Dictator, that is, he was mentioning that the final bosses, the final two bogeys on Vanquish, weren't really that hard, and that he knew that I could do it. You know, he had the confidence in me. That is to say, he just, it was kind of surprising because I didn't like that. Those two bogeys are easily the hardest boss fights, final boss fights of any game of last generation. It's a horrendously hellish fight, and it's 2 against 1. It's a fucking nightmare. But he was also saying that he struggled less with the two bogeys than he did trying to get the score for no deaths on 5-2 at the end of that, which is a fight with one of the characters called Burns, and it's a difficult fight, and I've got all the way to 5-3, but I still have not been able to beat it. And if there's time between the end of this project and Arkham Knight and DMC4 SC, I would like to go back and once again try my hand at Vanquish. Obviously, I'm not going to step right into the snake pit of 5-3, rusty as hell. I'll probably start at 1-2 and, you know, go through the campaign. I might do a guide again, but since I already have one, I think the main mistake that I remember at one point on that particular guide, I said that I play Vanquish the way I play Gears of War, and they're two vastly different games, even though they're third-person cover-based shooters. You can't play Vanquish like Gears of War, and I think that was my mistake. So, knowing that now, it's still not going to save me, because only pure skill is going to save me. And the Godfather Dictator, he remembered a comment that I left on his Vanquish walkthrough with the final bosses, and it said something like, you know, I told him his video is great. It was a great video, but it's like trying to, you can't see the thing about, you can't transfer skill to somebody. I mean, you can show them what to do, tell them, you know, that you have to look out for the shifting platforms and not overheat, and things like that. But it's like trying to teach somebody how to sing well, you know, like an opera singer. It's like trying to teach somebody how to sing at a professional level, like at an opera level. But the thing is, we're going to run out of time over here, and I'll continue this in the next video. Take care.